Excuse me, that didn't come out very well. Trying to fix this. It's not staying still. Alright, you guys. Hopefully your weekend was fun. Back to reality tomorrow. Alright. Spirit wants me to address your fear of change today. And it all ties in, so I'm just gonna, do one at a time and then with Adam, put them all together. Alright. So understand that Spirit's always with you. When these changes are happening or you feel like your whole life is falling to shit, Spirit's there, Spirit's there to support you. And if your life is falling to shit, it's only because Spirit's trying to bring better into your life. But you have to allow it. You have to embrace the change. Okay, so work, house, family, relationships, whatever you have going on, understand that change is necessary in every aspect of your life, because if you're not changing, then you're staying stuck. And it's not good when you stay stuck, especially if it's something within you that is your personal growth, your personal healing. You don't want to stay stuck somewhere where you shouldn't be. And emotionally, if you're in a state of emotional immaturity, that's not a place you want to be at, because you're not having the appropriate conversations with people that are important to you because you don't know how or you lack the tools. So understand that change is very important in everyone's growth, and you have to be open to it. You don't have to be. You can stay stuck wherever the fuck you're at. That's ultimately your choice. But embracing it would make it go smoother, and it wouldn't be such a bumpy ass ride for you. Okay? Now, this change is causing you a lot of worry. And there's no need to worry because, as I've said 1,000 times now, worry is just, it's a waste of your energy, it's a waste of your time, it's a waste of everything. There's no point in worrying. It's not going to change the outcome of what is happening. So try not to let anxiety take over, and it's easy, especially if you have PTSD or you have triggers or things that instantly set you off. I know it's hard to fight with the anxiety and to fight with the worrying. So just try to center yourself, try to relax and not focus so much on the outcome. Okay? And again, we're back with addictions. Spirit wants you guys to stop overdoing it with food, alcohol, drugs, sex, work, any other kind of thing you can be addicted to, video games, fucking, I don't know, you name it, there's probably some sort of an addiction for the shit. I don't know. But understand, try to find a healthier alternative to what you're currently dependent on, because what you're currently dependent on is just numbing what you're going through. So if you started smoking, drinking, doing extracurricular activities, whatever combination it is, Spirit wants you to change that. And I know sometimes it's fearful when you have to make such a huge change because your body has become dependent, your mind has become dependent on these things. This is how you've begun coping with things that you need to deal with. You're numbing yourself from feeling the things that you need to feel. So allow yourself to embrace the change. And it's not going to be an easy change. Giving up addictions is a difficult thing for people. So stop being in your head about it. Stop worrying about it. Take everything one day at a time. You can't just tackle the whole thing. You can, or quit cold turkey. But ultimately, it's your choice as to if you're going to actually quit or if you're going to continue worrying and just staying stuck. And again, with the addictions, it's going to keep you stuck because you're not allowing yourself to feel what you need to feel, and you're causing all this worry and anxiety. And it's it's a circle. Everything connects. It all affects the other thing. So it's going to take some effort, for you to surrender your addictions. And I don't mean hey, I'm gonna have a drink at night, at the end of my day, or I'm gonna smoke at the end of my day. It's the all day, every day, just cause, and sometimes you need it for mental clarity or mental focus, but understand the difference between it being an addiction and it actually being helpful. So it is going to take effort, but understand with the effort that you put into giving up these addictions and finding something healthier. Like if you're just stressed out, working out helps relieve the stress. Meditating, taking walks in nature. If you're a person that likes food, focus on eating healthier foods. Try to substitute a piece of candy for a piece of fruit. Try to find a healthy alternative or a healthy solution to those addictions. But with effort comes perseverance. You will be successful. You will be able to successfully break these addictions. But you have to put forth the effort. If you just allow shit to go run amok, you're not going to be able to control it. And then that's when your mind takes over and your dependencies take over and you're no longer in control of your life. And we don't want that to happen. So understand, you have to make the efforts. You have to make the shifts. Like right now, I'm trying to do clean eating. So I'm literally going through all of my cabinets, taking everything out that's not healthy, because it's hard for me. I have certain things that I'm like, I can't live without. Like salt is like what the fuck I'm made out of. My blood's filled with salt. At least that's my personal belief. But I have to cut back on things because it's important for my health and my family's health. So I have to cut shit out. So try to find certain things. Like if it's milk, if it's wheat, whatever it is, just take something out of your diet and substitute it with something healthier. Okay, because you will succeed, you will persevere, but you have to embrace this change. And like I said, it's not an easy change. Spirit's asking you to find new ways to solve your problems. So if you've already come at your addictions from, I'm just going to quit cold turkey, maybe cold turkey's not the way. Maybe limit yourself to this many blunts a day, this many drinks a day, or this many sweets, or any other addictions you may have. Limit yourself, just work your way down. Obviously it took time for you to build the tolerance, so now you need to work it down backwards. But Spirit's asking for you to find new ways to deal with these things. And if there are other things that you're dealing with, relationship, work, whatever it is, worrying isn't going to fix it. But if you can attack it from a new angle, it might help resolve the situation. Okay? And with the addictions, Spirit's asking you to focus on your self-esteem. And when we have low self-esteem, it's easier for us to fall into the ruts. It's easier to fear change. It's easier to be worried and fall into addiction. So understand that you're here for a reason, okay? You serve a purpose. And you have to learn to maintain self and learn your worth. And don't let people walk all over you. And don't let people use you. And if you feel that someone is not reciprocating on the same page or giving as much as you are giving, step back. It's okay to step back and see where that person's head is, because ultimately if they want you in their lives, they'll make space for you, they'll make time for you. It takes literally seconds to send a hey, what's up, or how are you doing text message out of a whole 24-hour day. So really reassess the situation and step back and allow shit to happen. You don't always have to be in the lead. You don't always have to be making the first steps and making things happen. Good morning, Janine. Oh, girl, yes, it's freezing. So sorry for you. So understand, you don't always have to be a leader. It's okay to take a step back and allow things to play out and allow people to show you where they stand in your life, because if you're putting all this energy and effort into someone and they're not giving it back to you, then no, that's not how shit works. It's 50-50, both of you show interest, both of you give and take. So just work on your self-esteem so that way you don't fall into these addictions and into these bad habits again, okay? And really, really love yourself, love who you are. Like I said, find the best qualities in you and focus on them shits all day, every day. Be like, I have the longest, prettiest hair in the world. I have the nicest, whitest teeth. I have the prettiest blue eyes. I don't know. Whatever the fuck it is. Focus on that and don't focus on the bad. And don't listen to what anybody else says, because it doesn't matter what the fuck they think. It just doesn't matter. And Spirit wants you to be grateful. Like I said, when you're grateful for what you're given and what you have in yourself, it's easy for you to give unconditional love and be graceful towards other people, and appreciate all the opportunities that Spirit has given you. Appreciate all the blessings that He's given you physically. Appreciate your mind. Appreciate the way you speak, the way you look. Appreciate all of those things. They're all gifts. The fact that I could sit here and talk to you guys and you guys could watch and you can hear me, those are all gifts that not everyone has. When you start becoming grateful for these things, you attract more, and it'll help you in becoming more confident in who you are. Okay? Because Spirit wants you to be free of your addictions. And while right now the way you feel about things and the way you believe things are and how everything is playing out in your life, it's probably correct for you at this moment in time. But understand that Spirit wants you to be free. And in order to be truly free, you have to make peace and be one with you. Okay? And that means you have to correct your self-esteem. You need to show that you're grateful and appreciative so that you can bring more of that into your life and not focus on the shit that makes you feel bad, that causes you to turn to the alcohol, to the drugs, to the sex, to the overworking. You have to create this shift, but if you're afraid of making this shift, it's going to be a circle, you're not going to get out of it, so don't be afraid. Good morning, Jamie. So understand that your beliefs and everything you're going through, they all are valid and they all have a place in your life. Spirit just wants you to free yourself from any chains and bounds that you currently have going on right now, and to be honest with yourself and figure out what your heart's true desire is. Like, what do you truly want? What do you truly feel? And if you're influenced by any of your addictions or you're preoccupied, you're not going to be able to hear your spirit telling you what they want, or any combination. So please ask yourself what it is that you truly want in your life, and again with the addictions, forgive yourself. Okay, because when you forgive yourself, it allows you to build your self-esteem. Now, boundaries, self-esteem, and forgiving yourself they're all here together. I kind of break it down into different stories, but forgive yourself. I don't know exactly what it is that you have going on or what it is that you feel guilty about or any combination, but truly there are very, very, and I mean very few things that I could probably count on one hand that probably should never be forgiven. But everything else, it doesn't fucking matter. It's irrelevant in the grand scheme of fucking life, because you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I did do that before. Damn, I was fucking stupid. Forget about it and move past it. Understand that our emotions change like the fucking weather. One day we're happy, one day we're sad, another day we're fucking don't want to get out of bed, we're pissed off, ready to kill everybody in front of us in traffic. Just understand that emotions are meant to pass. They're not meant to stay, especially the bad ones. You have to learn to let those go, because you're like, okay, I was supposed to learn something. I learned what I was meant to learn, so now I can move forward. But you have to make peace with that. You have to forgive yourself, work on your self-esteem, and create your boundaries so that you have your own boundaries. And in having those boundaries, it'll stop you from falling into the addictive habits, you know, trying to say, okay, well, I'm going to do this, instead of saying, okay, well, I'm going to go have a drink now, I'm going to go take a jog, or I'm going to go take a walk, or I'm going to go read a fucking book. Whatever it is, you know, set boundaries and say, okay, when I feel like this, I'm going to do that. When this is happening, I'm going to choose something different. You know, you have to put the effort in to change these habits, okay? They're not going to just change themselves as much as we wish they would. It doesn't fucking work that way. You know, because all this change that Spirit wants for you is so that they can give you a miracle. And they're telling you to expect a miracle. You know, Spirit hears when you're praying. Spirit hears everything that you're asking for. And they're there. And they see everything that you're going through. So they want you to put the effort in to you. You know, you are important. And you have to realize you're important. And you have to put effort into you and work into you. Because you're your greatest project. You know, there's nothing that's going to be more important in your entire life than you. So make you the best you can possibly fucking make you. You know, don't get swayed by the alcohol, the drugs, sex, work, food, whatever other combination of shit. Understand you're stronger than that. And it all starts with you. Your mind is going to try to keep you trapped as much as it can. And it's going to cause you the anxiety and the worry and everything else. And like I said, I suffer with anxiety. And there's days I don't even know what the fuck happens. I just wake up and I'm anxious as all hell. So believe me, I understand the stresses and sometimes you're just like, fuck it, I just can't today. And those are all okay. As long as you're taking steps to try to be better. It doesn't have to be great strides, you know, just one step to say, okay, well, I'm gonna chill out with this, or I'm gonna slow down with that. You know, just find the balance with those things, okay? But yes, you know, everything else is pretty well, you know, just allow Spirit to do these changes and be grateful for who you are and love who you are and what you have to offer people. And understand that whatever situation you're dealing with, whether it's relationship, work, or however, if you know the type of person that you are and you know what you bring to the table, and there's no one else that can offer what you can offer. You know, everyone might have similar skills, you know, similar features, similar whatever, but ultimately there's only one you, and only you can offer what you have. Okay, so don't feel like you're gonna be in competition, or you're gonna be doing this, or you're gonna be doing that, because that's not the case. You know, you are you, you're unique, so appreciate your uniqueness. And any blame that you have goes into forgiveness as well. So if you've been blaming yourself for something, again, I don't know specifically what it is, because then I could give you a little bit more specific guidance, but please release that. Release it, because everything is a lesson. Once you learn the lesson, it's meant for you to let it go and move past it. You know, just try to literally be like a child. They don't stay in their feelings. They don't stay mad. I mean, sometimes. But usually after a little while, they'll get over it and go back to playing or doing whatever stupid shit. But try to be like a child and understand that, you know, you're going to get blamed for shit. You're going to feel horrible about shit. You're going to not feel beautiful. We all go through this. But you have to bring yourself back. You have to check yourself and say, you know what? No, I'm a fun ass person. I'm beautiful. I'm fun to hang out with, or whatever it is, you know. Check yourself. Oh, thank you. So understand that blame is not going to do anything, especially if you're blaming other people. You know, they're living their lives. They're not worried about you. And if they are, then they probably got their own shit they need to heal. You know, but understand each person heals themselves, each person works on themselves, and Spirit really wants you to check your addictions. I don't know what specifically it is, but please check them and stop being afraid. Don't be afraid. You know, change is a wonderful thing, and I'm a person that's like, do I really have to change? Because it's a lot of shit that I got to do and I don't want to do it. So I get the whole change is fearful thing, but you know, try to approach it with curiosity. Try to be like, I wonder what this is going to bring me now. What adventure am I going to go on today? You know, be like kids. Kids are fucking awesome. They just go and they play and they fucking say forget about yesterday, and they're not worried about tomorrow. You know, they're here in the now. So be here and be in the now and just live and have fun. But don't kill yourself in the process. You're not trying to do that, okay? Because you probably serve a purpose in someone else's life and they need you. So Spirit needs you to be at the top of your A game so that you can help them when they come along and they're not at the top of their A game. You know, we all affect each other. We all help each other. So while you might be like, this is fucking pointless, you don't know the role that you play in someone else's story, okay? So just try to look at it like that. Like, even if you're unsure why you're here, maybe you're here to help someone. Maybe they're going to go through some shit or something you've been through and you have a vast amount of knowledge and you can help them. So don't look at things like you have nothing to offer, okay? You always have something to offer. Not monetary, but experience helps a lot of people, you know? So that's your message for today. Thank you. I love you guys. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.